après-midi, good afternoon, Shubha Aparanno, Wachia in Cree. My name is Monjur Chowdhury, and I am the founding director of Proactive Education for All Children Enrichment. And also, I am one of the founding members of Bangla Caravan. The purpose of Proactive Education for All Children Enrichment is to materialize the dream of maximum utilization of the talents of the members of the diverse and multicultural communities of Canadian society. In 2015, a group of Bengali Canadians united themselves with a commitment to become a role model to the diverse communities of Canada to enhance and enrich Canadian intercultural mosaic under the name Bangla Caravan. We found common denominator to act as a force of action. But at that time, we did not know that our dream was approaching even with a better speed when we came to know Rawlson King, Mayor Jim Watson, Honorable Senator Mobina Jaffer, former MPP Professor Nathalie Desrosiers, Mr. Chandra, Professor Isaac Gorain, Educator Richard Franson, who have similar dreams which are directly proportional to ours. I would want to show you a picture of, this is the picture of our multicultural activities that we have been doing. And when you see those children are dancing, then we feel that we are on the right track. And today, at this very moment, I am visualizing a picture of Canadian who will be walking by the wall of the Imld Plaque at the City Hall that will remind them that we could be different by race and languages, but our main identity is human. And we committed to eliminate the walls of prejudice and ignorance by love and compassion. His Worship, Mayor Jim Watson, the Honorable Senator Mobina Jaffer, Member of Parliament Mr. Ken Hardy, Councillor Mr. Rawlson King, Director CC UNESCO Mr. David Shimke, I'm sorry, your last name is Shimke, and distinguished guests, ladies and gentlemen. I'm thrilled to welcome you all in this very special event of historical significance, International Mother Language Day Plaque, Unveiling and Reception. Please allow me to outline in few words some of our achievements. We have been offering after-school program in collaboration with local communities like Overwood Community Center, Rideau Rockcliffe Community Resource Center. We offered summer camp where we made special emphasis on the needs of children of Syrian refugees, low-income families, and new Canadians. During pandemic, we offered online program on math and self-esteem. In order to strengthen the Canadian intercultural mosaic, we have been implementing different activities, including representing Bengali culture and heritage by demonstrating cultural performances with the greater Canadian community. On February 2018, Mayor Jim Watson made a history. He declared the 21st February is an International Mother Language Day. Of course, no one would need any introduction for Mayor Jim Watson, but I take advantage of this special moment to express some of my astounding feeling that I have about him that is absolutely remarkable. It is his passion for diversity. We have been enjoying the fruits of his tireless works, and one of the concrete examples is one that we are going to witness in a few minutes. What is even more inspiring in his can-do attitude, and he says, I try to under-promise and over-deliver as opposed to the opposite. Yes, Mayor Jim Watson, we graciously recognize that you have kept your promise. Now, may I request you to have your speech. Thank you.
Thank you very, very much, Dr. Chowdhury. You can't say no to this gentleman. He's very persistent. We say around the mayor's office the most frightening words we could hear, Dr. Chowdhury on line 1. So he deserves a great round of applause for bringing us together to this Senator, Member of Parliament, my colleague Rawlson King, ladies and gentlemen, mesdames et messieurs, c'est un plaisir pour moi de dire bienvenue à votre hôtel de ville. Welcome to your City Hall. I say that all the time because it's not our City Hall. I'm just a tenant here. And my lease expires on November 14th because I'm not running again. We're tenants here. This is the people's place. We tried to make Ottawa City Hall a much more inviting place. It used to be, you'd see people really down and out and angry coming into City Hall. And I thought, I wonder why they're all unhappy. They're here to pay their parking tickets. Now we have 2 art galleries. We have the Sports Hall of Fame, the Rink of Dreams. We've got the Order of Canada, or the Order of Ottawa, and the Key to the City displays. It's really turned into a people place, and we've seen a 37% increase in usage of City Hall facilities, whether it's for a diplomatic reception, a community town hall meeting, or a fundraiser for the United Way. And this plaque will spark interest and dialogue, and I want to thank you very, very much, Doctor, for all of the good work that you've done. Someone said, well, why don't you sit in this chair here? Well, that's not the throne. That was the chair for Charlotte Whitten. She was the first female mayor in Canada, not just in Ottawa, but in Canada. And some of you of a certain age will remember Charlotte Whitten. She was a bit of a character. And this was her chair. And I don't know how she sat on it because she was only about 5 foot nothing and her feet would have been dangling. She was wearing a box or something. But I'm reluctant to sit in it. I might get cursed or something. But she had, one of her funniest stories was when she was meeting the Lord Mayor of London back in the 1950s when she was mayor and the City Hall was at Sussex Drive. And she was dressed up in her Sunday best and she had a lovely rose in her lapel. And the Lord Mayor was wearing his chain of office. And he saw Charlotte and said, Madam Mayor, if I smell your rose, will you blush? And she said, well, Lord Mayor, if I pull your chain, will you flush? The last word on everything. I'd also like to point out that we are on the unceded, unsurrendered territory of the Algonquin Anishinaabe Nation. We respect the peoples of the Algonquin community. We have great relations. We have the 2 Algonquin flags that are in this office, this council chamber, and outside at Mariandura Plaza. And we recognize the millennia that they have lived on this land, and they've been good stewards of this land. And I'm very pleased that we have a very positive relationship with the leadership of the Algonquin community, both in the province of Quebec and in Ontario. So it's my pleasure to welcome you to City Hall and to thank all of you for taking time out of your busy schedules to be here today to celebrate this very important milestone. We as a city and as Canadians embrace multiculturalism and our linguistic and cultural diversity, and we affirm the value and dignity of all Canadian citizens regardless of their racial or ethnic origins, language, or religious affiliation. This special ceremony in celebration of International Mother Languages Day is an opportunity for us here in the nation's capital to promote awareness of linguistic and cultural diversity. Peace, proactive education for all children's enrichment, is committed to building strong social connections among diverse members and promoting values that enhance the diverse Canadian mosaic. We speak many languages in Ottawa, and our cultural diversity enriches our city. I think of Councillor King's board, there's probably 30 or 40 languages that are spoken in the Overbrook Forbes area, and you have so many diplomatic families and communities. That's what makes Ottawa such a beautiful, unique city, that we are the capital. We can learn from those people who come here from around the world, and we embrace their culture and their music and their dance and their religion and their education. So today, we will be unveiling the plaque dedicated to International Mother Languages Day, a day officially launched by UNESCO on February 21st, 2008. In living memory of language martyrs of the world, will be permanently displayed on the pillars outside Jean Piggott Place on the main floor of City Hall. And some of you may remember Jean Piggott. Jean was a Conservative Member of Parliament in the when Joe Clark was leader. She was the chair of the National Capital Commission, and she was chair of the Ottawa, at the time, Congress Centre, which is now the Shaw Centre. And those of us who remember Jean, she loved Ottawa and she loved Canada, and she was this great booster of everything Ottawa, whether it's tourism or cultural programming and so on. So it's very appropriate that it's in Jean Piggott Place, because Jean had a very special place in all our hearts, and she was a great leader and a great visionary. The installed plaque will remind thousands of guests that humans can differ by race and language, but our main identity is human, and we're all committed to using love and compassion to eliminate the walls of prejudice and ignorance. I want to thank our folks from Protocol who have really been working closely with you, Doctor, and with other members of the community for their hard work. They often get overlooked, it's always the politicians who get the credit, but they do deserve all the great work, so thank you to our team from the Protocol office. Very well done. So I'm now, I think it's my time to invite everyone to, we're going to invite the Senator, members of Parliament, Councillor King, and David Shimke to come forward, and of course you have to come forward too, as we unveil the plaque. So if those people can come forward, please join us.
And if I may, I also want to invite our friend, Mr. Khan, who is the designer of this plaque.
So I was supposed to say that. I didn't read my notes.
Thank you.
There we go. So Doctor, come on in here. You should be front and center.
Of course.
Right over here, Doctor, so we get you that. Chris, are we okay here with everyone?
Yeah, that's good.
Are we doing mask on or mask off?
Mask off.
Mask off.
Mask off.
We could be anybody.
Yeah, exactly.
Okay, so here it is. I'll just grab a Senator, you can take the other end and we'll move it up.
Thank you very much.
Can I just get one photo with the plaque here?
All right, come on back here, Doctor, come on in here.
I'm good. 1, 2, 3. Good.
Mr. Mayor Rawlson, for your momentous remarks. That is inspiration for us all, and you made it. Now I want to talk another person that we all love. It's about the Honorable Senator Mobina S.B. She's our infinite source of inspiration. She represents the province of British Columbia in the Senate of Canada. Canadians from coast to coast to coast are observing how tirelessly she has been working to make Canadian diversity model an effective role model for the world. Her determination to see the Bill S-211, an act to establish International Mother Legal Day by Canadian government, is one of our priorities, and we are confident that it is coming. It is impossible to highlight the work and accomplishment of Senator Jaffer in few seconds, but one can easily comprehend why the Women's Executive Network named Senator Jaffer among Canada's top 100 most powerful women in 2003 and 2004. And now it is my honor to invite Honorable Senator Mobina S.B to deliver her remarks. Thank you.
Mayor Watson, you said that you can never say no to Doctor, and I can say to you, it is true. For many years I have been working with him. But what I really want to share with all of you is that I am of South Asian origin. My grandparents went to Africa, and we were almost there for 100 years. I'm not 100 years old. And we were able to maintain our mother tongue and other languages. I'm very sad to tell you that in Canada, my children and grandchildren have lost our mother tongue. And it's not, I don't want to take the complete blame. It is just, in a multicultural society, we become assimilated. And so this, Mayor Watson, what you have done is you've sent out a message with Doctor's help, and everyone in this room has been very instrumental, that mother languages matter. And this, I can tell you, has given an impetus to people like my own children now to learn the language, because before at school it was frowned on, and we lost it. In the few 40 years that we've been in Canada, we've lost our mother tongue. We're reviving it with this bill, with the enthusiasm that people like Mayor Watson, Mr. Hardy are showing. You know, this bill started with the vision of John Aldeck, who's a member, and then Ken Hardy has taken it over. And very soon we will have a bill. But Mayor, what you have done today is send out a message that you can't wait. we have to have this bill in place soon. We want to thank you.
Thank you, Senator Jaffer, for your kindness. And we are grateful to forever to your invaluable contribution, not only for Canadians, but for the citizens of the world. Now I want to invite Member of Parliament, Mr. Hardy.
It's difficult to say no to doctor. It's even more difficult to say no to senator. And I think that Senator Jaffer must be recognized for her diligence and her perseverance, in fact, because this bill has tried to make its way through Parliament any number of times. I believe the first time I met Senator and her husband was at a Mother Language Day event in Surrey, which is where our home riding is. Tremendously multicultural. I can tell you that we've had the first hour of debate, and it went tremendously well. Every party in the House was totally on side. So we have second hour of debate coming up on June 13th. I'm going to speak to our House leader to see maybe if there's a little, a little choreography we can put in there and get this across the finish line sooner rather than later. I wanted to just demonstrate, I suppose, the necessity of something like Mother Languages Day. My wife is Brazilian. She's a retired federal judge and a master in Portuguese. And I've been introduced to many phrases like saudades. Okay, that's, if you're a Maple Leafs fan and you can remember back to the last time they won the Stanley Cup, then look up saudades and you'll say, yes, that's what I feel, all right? We were having a discussion one day, and she mentioned that her family was not well-to-do. In fact, she said, and she's translating from Portuguese into English for my purposes, and she said, we were as poor as the rat of the church. And I thought, well, wait a minute, we have that expression. And that's what you'll find, that so many expressions are like that. But I have to just end with a quote. Bonus points if you can tell me who actually said this. But it really illustrates the value of recognizing and honoring mother languages, particularly given the hegemony of English. Somebody once said, English is a language that lurks in dark alleys, beats up other languages, and rifles through their pockets for spare vocabulary. And you can be sure that the root of many of the words that we use in English are found in other languages. So the more we know, the more we actually enrich our own self. Now, who said it? Anybody remember? Nope. Winston Churchill. There you go.
Thank you very much, Mr. Hardy. This is very inspirational, and I know you will be working hard and we are behind you to make it happen, our bill. Now, I also want to share with you, it is an amazing experience that I and my friend, my colleague, Yanni, we are having. We are in fact working at Namaska, 1,200 kilometers away from here, in the Northern Territory, Northern Community, one of the Cree nations. So I teach math and science, and I see when we go very often to different activities they are doing in bush. We found, at least when I was a young child, I think many things was common also in our culture. So everything is interconnected, everything coming from some hundreds of years back. So though you are absolutely right that everything is connected. Now, I'm also delighted to invite Mr. David, the CC UNESCO, the Commission for Canadian Commission for UNESCO, has been playing a vital role in implementing International Mother Language Day in Canada also. So I would like to invite David to give say some few words for us.
Thanks very much, everyone. Good afternoon. Your Worship, Mayor Watson, Senator Jaffer, members of Parliament, members of Ottawa City Council, Dr. Chowdhury, and distinguished guests. It's really a delight to join you today representing the Canadian Commission for UNESCO, and wonderful to be here for the unveiling of this plaque, which is going to be a permanent testimony to the importance of mother languages. Also, definitely need to recognize the initiative taken by Bangladesh in proposing to UNESCO International Mother Languages Day, and the ongoing support of the Bangladeshi Canadian community in reminding us of the importance of mother languages. The timing of this event is interesting because we're not at International Mother Language Day, which is in February, but we are just a few days ahead of Mother's Day. And so it's quite appropriate in the ways that we call the language that we were raised in our mother language. Like a mother, such languages shape who we are and how we interact with our world. They connect us to friends, family, and community, and foster in us a profound sense of belonging. And when we lose our mother language, we experience profound loss and disconnection. Nothing demonstrates this more compellingly than the experience of Indigenous peoples who experienced residential schools. They were forced to learn English and to unlearn their mother language. And the consequences have been devastating. This year marks the first year of the beginning of the UN International Decade for Indigenous Languages, a key priority for UNESCO and for our Commission. Indigenous languages around the world are disappearing at an alarming rate, and we need to take active measures to preserve and revitalize these languages. Languages are foundational to who we are, and when we show due respect and support for mother languages, we show respect and support for the diverse peoples and cultures that call this land home. Thank you, merci, Donyobad, Miigwech.
Thank you, David. Thank you very much. Now, on behalf of Peace and Bangla Caravan, please allow me to express our highest feelings of gratitude to Mayor Jimmy Rawlson again, the team members to the City of Ottawa's tremendous job, especially I'm sure here, Julia is here. Julia has done a job that I will be remembering forever. Please allow me to add a few more words to express our feeling of appreciation to Mayor Jimmy Rawlson. I think he's one of those modern Canadian visionaries who are most successfully working for the Canadian diversity model, whereas his masterful contribution will inspire many of us forever. And we have seen his magnificent leadership during the Syrian refugee crisis. I don't recall any multicultural event or festival where he did not participate, even when he was on the clutch. Remember, he went there too. I still remember that. We know you have decided to run again. You are not coming back to the office, but we have no doubt that you will be in the hearts of citizens of Ottawa. Yes. May we offer your heartfelt appreciation for the extraordinary contribution that you made to our efforts and millions of others. And Senator Mobina Jaffer, we don't know what would describe our feelings of appreciation to you, dear Honorable Senator Jaffer, but we can say that we love you. And may Almighty Allah bless you with that. Thank you, Mr. Khan Hardy, for your time and commitment to keep up Canada as the best country in the world. And we are grateful to you and your colleague for the dedication to Imld. To our great friend, Councillor Rawlson King, we are proud of you, and we'll continue to enjoy your super work for Canadians. We thank you for everything that you are doing for us all. And of course, I want to also acknowledge the great work everyone is doing for Imld or International Mother Language Day campaign, especially our organization like Bangla Caravan. You can understand that we have a connection, and we are proud that our ancestors, they gave their final sacrifice, they gave their life for mother language. And we are so proud that we are being remembered for every country we know. But it is not only for us. Therefore, our objective and our purpose of doing this to make sure it does not matter which language you speak, we should connect with each other for our friendship and brotherhood, and we love each other. And of course, I also want to thank anyone, our Bangla Caravan and Peace Board members and people who are working behind the scene. And my great friend, young friend, Yannick, who has joined our Peace, he is so committed to make sure that Canada, as he dreamed from Switzerland, he came here. And we will be showing him that we are also the best country in the world. Thank you very much, and I wish you all the best.
That's why knowledge matters.